Greetings, sports to the bone, people. So later on, West Indies and England will play the first T20 game of five. That's later on today. And not very often we see a West Indies squad, and I find it very difficult to pick a playing 11. You understand? This T20 squad here, it looks really good. The game isn't played on paper, but looking at it, it looks really good. We could almost pick any one of these guys out of the 15 to get into the squad. So it's really difficult when it comes on to just selecting 11 people. Now, this is when I say I'm happy. I am only doing this as a fan. I have no sort of connection with these players or CWI. So this is just me being a regular fan, looking at the squad and giving my playing 11. Right? I like to say this at the beginning of these sort of games, so people understand that I don't bring any swing or I can't swing anything where CWI is concerned. I am just doing this as a fan out here. Anyways, this is the playing 11 that I would work with going into this game. Now, with a couple of the senior players back in the squad and being available, I have decided to utilize most of them. It's really hurtful when you see them just pop up when they want and this and that, but we have to remember they are not under contract, and the CWI, they have decided to work with them when they're not under contract, when they're available. If a man is not under contract, you cannot force him to turn up for every series. As much as how us the die-hearted fans would want to see them playing every game, and be a part of every series, the reality is they are not under contract. So whenever they turn up, CWI, not even say whenever they turn up, I am assuming they would give CWI the heads up prior to series and stuff like that when they will be available. So opening, I would go Evan Lewis and Brandon King. We saw Brandon King getting a century in the last ODI, hoping that the form will transfer over into the T20s. When he's on form, he looks good, he's classy. We know Evan Lewis is on some form coming out of the last series there. So Lewis, we're definitely wanting to see the two of them at the top of the order doing some work. Right and left hand combination should be good. The last couple of series prior to Evan Lewis coming back, and when King was out injured, we saw Shea Hope and Alec Arthur is opening for a little while. But with this squad, Evan Lewis, Brandon King. Nicholas Pooran, who's back in the squad, he bats at number 3 in my playing 11. One of the most dominant T20 batsmen going around right now. We saw him going in the IPL auction recently, or being retained for over 2 point something US dollars. So, million, that is 2 point something million US. So, we definitely are always happy. We're always happy to see him out there performing. Sheffield Rutherford, you understand, batting him up the order now. I have a couple of what you would call guys that are finishers, power hitters. I'm giving him little more responsibility, batting him up the order. We saw him a couple of times batting up the order, and he showed his class, showed that he's capable of batting, rotating the strike and putting away the balls when necessary. He will definitely help us with that. And it's good to have a couple of left-handers in the team to deal with, especially left-handers that are good at playing spin. It's good to have them there, right? So I would have Rutherford at number 4. Number 5, we have the captain, Ravman Powell. He's in. I have always said this, that Ravman Powell, being the leader of the team, being playing now only as a specialist batsman, no longer bowling. His runs need to be that of a specialist batsman batting in the top 5. You understand? Needs to be that of a specialist batsman batting in the top 5. It's no longer the days where he can go out there, as an all-rounder, chipping with the bat, chipping with the ball. He needs to be consistently scoring. So he comes in at number 5. At number 6, we have Shimron Hetmeyer. You understand? He has been playing as a finisher. I personally don't like it. I complained a lot about it, until it come like my throat all hoarse. The last CPL, I was so happy. I spoke about it several times, saying it took them so long to realize that you have this man in the team. It's not the IPL where they bring him in as a finisher. You have him in our local leagues and stuff. You know, he's good enough to bat up the order and hopefully bat deep, right? But with this team, you know, the fact that we have Pooran and Rutherford and them guys up there, we'll utilize him at 6, right? So he comes in at number 6. The next slot, I am not sure. I would want Romario Shepherd. You know, I would assume he's fit. But the fact that they have him in the squad, I would assume he's fit. But, you know, coming out of that last ODI, I'm a bit worried. And it would be a toss-up between him and Russell. Shepherd would be a toss-up between him and Russell. You understand? I would have to select one out of the two. So I am probably going Romario Shepherd. And then we probably going Romario Shepherd once he's fit. Definitely cannot do without Shepherd's bowling. I know it sounds weird to not have Russell here based on his poor hitting and his bowling. You understand? But I have him there, right? I have Shepherd, and then we have Hussein. Hussein is also there. Matthew Ford. You know, he's doing pretty well. You understand? So we'll work with him. Moti, and I think I have Shamar Joseph. You understand? Haven't been not really going his way of late, you know, but with Alzari out, I still think I need a one pacer. You understand? One pacer. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, I would have Lewis, King, Pooran, Rutherford, Powell, Hetty, Shepherd, you understand, Hussein, Ford, Moti, and we have Shamar Joseph. You know, as I said, it's a tough squad. I will be in the comment section. I am sure there are going to be other people that can put together a better playing 11 than this that I have here. Because probably people going to find a way to fit in somebody like a Shea Hope, you understand, in the team. Somebody like a Raston Chase, he's usually very economical. But, you know, I was never ever a big fan of having the two left arm spinners in the same team, but they have proven me wrong. They have proven that, you know, once even when they are playing together, you understand, they still can do damage. You know, we see Moti rising up the rankings where T20 is concerned. You understand, and the same thing for Akil Hussein. You know, those guys are ranked pretty highly where bowling is concerned. So, you know, can't do without them. You know, Matthew Ford, whether it is ODIs or T20s, we see him doing his thing. So I would have to give him a run out in my team. You understand? So that is basically how I would do it. I'll be in the comment section looking at your playing 11. Big up.